Hello everyone, this is Elvira from Scrapping Mania, and today I'm going to show you how to create these embellishments made out of muslin fabric. This is my layout, and the letters are made out of muslin. The butterfly, the flowers, the trim here was made out of muslin. The photo mat behind the first photo mat, this one, and also these flowers were made out of muslin. I got the inspiration from Prima product. They have this canvas that they're selling canvas, and they're selling like a 12 by 12 sheets that have die cuts of flowers and swirls and things like that. And I thought I should give it a try and see if I can do the same thing using just regular muslin paper or muslin fabric and convert it into paper. And also I'm going to use my Cricut to cut out the forms. So let me show you real quickly. This is the calendar that I made, and it has a hole here, so it's designed to be on the wall. And this is something I'm planning to give as a gift for my aunt. Okay, so how I did these embellishments is I bought a product called Stiffy fabric stiffener, and you can get this at the craft store. They use this product a lot to make bowls out of fabric and for ribbon. And then I put some of that. So what you do is you cut your paper. I like to cut my paper 12 by 12 because I have a Cricut, and that way I can cut it on the Cricut. So if you have parchment paper or wax paper, so I usually cut it 12 by 12, put it on a piece of wax paper. I brush this on with a foam brush, let it dry, and I usually stack them. I make a bunch at a time, and I stack them and let them dry at least for a day or two. And then they peel off easily from the backing of the wax paper. Here's another one that I created, and it makes it real stiff, and you can even peel it. You can even cut it or tear it like regular paper. And then you can fray it, and you can use this on a 12 by 12 cardstock for backing. Like you'll put a 12 by 12 cardstock. You glue this on there, and you can make a whole layout made out of fabric. So let me show you how I did it. So you cut it, you use the stiffener, you let it dry for 24 hours, and then you put it on your Cricut mat. You cannot use a die cut, a die cut punch. You cannot use really one of the Martha Stewart punches either. The only thing that you can use to cut this, either your deco scissors, or you can use the Cricut. You can use also any other cutting machine. You can also use, I tried it with the Sizzix. It works with Sizzix. It works with Cricut. I believe it will work with a Silhouette and with all the other die cutters out there, because I don't really have those. I don't think it does work with quick cuts. It's not going to cut the fabric. Okay. So you put it on a 12 by 12 or 6 by 12 on your cutting mat. You make sure you take a brayer and you flatten it out. You go ahead and make sure you have a mat that's very sticky, because if it's not real sticky, it's going to move and it's not going to cut well. So you got to make sure your mat is very sticky. And then for security, I always put an extra tape on the side to make sure it doesn't move. What I'm going to cut today is, I'm going to make some more hearts. I'm going to make some hearts, some more butterflies, and some flowers. So I'm going to go over to my Cricut machine. I'm going to cut this out, and I'll show you how it cuts. Okay, so I'm over here on my Cricut machine. I'm going to go ahead and hit the cut button. I'm going to load my mat. Okay. I'm going to make sure I put it to cut 2. I'm going to hit the cut. And then one thing, I'm going to make sure I have my blade depth. Make sure it's 5.5 to 6. Make sure my pressure is at high. And then I'm going to hit OK. Okay, I'm done with my cutting. And now I'm ready to pull my flower and see if you have to have it cut twice, so that way it cuts the flowers or whatever design. It'll cut it okay. Otherwise, it won't cut as well. If you only put it to cut once, it won't cut as well. Sometimes it'll leave jagged edges. The other thing that you need to also make sure is that your mat is very sticky. You use a brayer to kind of bray it on, and then you make sure you have tape so it won't come up while it's cutting. And if you follow those instructions, look, it just comes off. I mean, you really don't have to kind of work on it getting these things out. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. So let me show you. Once you have them, you can, if you want, you can wash it to take out the stiffy off. But like these, let me see if I have one that I washed. I don't think I have one right now. This one, I washed this one, so I took the sticky stuff off. But otherwise, you can leave it like that. I actually like it stiff because then I can crimple it. I can curl it. And like this one is stiff. And if you notice, my butterfly is still a little stiff, so I can kind of fold it and crimp it and give it a 3-dimensional look. But let me show you how well these things take up the color. See, this is another one that I created, and I spritz it. So let me get a heart. This is one of my hearts that I made. Usually when I spritz stuff, I like to put paper towel, so that way it absorbs a lot of the ink. I'm gonna go ahead, use my glimmer mist, and actually I'm gonna put another color on there. Maybe this purple color will look very nice. Just a little spot of purple. And then let's dry it. Okay. So it's nice and dry. Now I'm going to show you too, not only are these good for spritzing, but you can also use your ink pad and you can give it even more color, like I'm doing now. See how it takes even more of the color? And then now I'm making like a little shaded heart. Okay. And you can also take one of your stamps, one of my stamps, and I can use some black ink or distressing ink. Ink it all up, and then I can press it down. And you can have a nice fainted image in the background. So there's a lot of that you can do with these flowers or with or hearts or embellishments. And you can get a lot of embellishments out of a yard of fabric. And like this I bought 1.5 yards, and it only cost me $3. And actually I just use not even 1/10 of what I had, and I made all these embellishments. So it's very economical. So give it a try. Try creating your own embellishment. And I hope you enjoy this tutorial and come back to see me for some more. Thank you. Bye.